Hero Draft. We're gonna learn all of the cards in the game because I don't know any of them. That's not true. I know a few of them. I know all the cards that, or most of the cards that were in Artifact 1, but a lot of them changed. And in addition to that, the game added just a ton of new cards. And when I'm making decks, instead of having to read every single one, and it taking me a very long time to figure out what I want to do, I would prefer to have a more intuition about what cards are in the game. So hopefully people are playing this mode right now. Looks like Twin Heads was playing it about 4.5 hours ago. But I don't know if anyone is playing now. I can ask in the chat. I'm probably just gonna get flamed. Anyone playing Draft? There's my little banana man. While we wait though, I could start a new deck, or what I actually want to do right now is take a look at, was this Earthshaker deck like even worth coming back to? It was pretty awful last time. It really felt like it did not do a lot. And then the cards that I added to it, like Mist of Avernus, are kind of changing the theme of it, right? Because we wanted to do stuff with bouncing cards with Earthshaker, and Mist, as good as the card is, it kind of has synergy there. Like you can buff cards in one lane and then bounce them out and put them in another, but that's not particularly strong. I guess what I'm saying is, like, if we want to make a meme deck, we should make a meme deck, and if we want to make a good deck, we should make a good deck. I don't know. I mean, my usual deck, I'm not good at Constructed. I usually play Draft. But my usual approach to drafting is to start with like a dumb combo, like bouncing, and then dumb concept like that, and then move into something that's more balanced and more good. That's not how I draft decks, but that's how I make decks in Constructed, because I feel like you might as well, if you're if you have access to all the cards, you might as well exploit a particularly interesting or good strategy. But I don't know if that's actually a good way to do it. I mean, I don't know. Because if we wanted to keep going with this deck, like, it felt like it did not, and I only played it 3 times, so maybe I just need to play with it more. But it felt like it built up damage a little too slowly. Or I should say inconsistently. It's just like a little too inconsistent, which I guess is common amongst meme decks like that. But because like or I should say combo decks to be more accurate. Like it's common for them to take longer to, or to be more inconsistent, because by their nature they're trying to get off one combo. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but that's what I imagine. This is kind of a cool card. I didn't know there was a neutral card in this game. And it's a Greevil. Now maybe we could make a Greevil deck. Let's just throw... Oh, we got a match. Alright, after this one, we might make a Greevil deck. So, I get first pick. And Shadow Fiend, I've never played. I've heard good things about. I'm gonna try to pick cards I haven't played yet since the update. I haven't really played Tide either, but Shadow Fiend I'm more interested in. I'm just gonna take him right away. I want to see what he does. Requiem for Souls. It's an active every 2 turns. Costs 1 mana. Repeat. Oh right, he has this necromastery thing. So he builds up charges, and then it looks like does damage for the number of charges. I'll come back to that. Storm Spirit I've also heard is very, very good. I like Keef. Dragon Knight I've never played, but I've seen it, and the card is interesting, especially with the regeneration. But Storm Spirit I have heard is very good. So I'm gonna pick him since we're already in black. Might as well go in deeper. Mirana I have played and I like her. She has a lot of movement. And her Sacred Arrow, deal 2 damage to a unit in any lane, +1 lane per lane traveled from the caster. This is interesting too, because now that any color can cast any card, you could use this on other heroes. I'm gonna take that for that reason. Maybe we should have picked Drow to box him out of that. I'm not sure. I don't think he's gonna take Mazzy here. I mean, the Drow seems like the obvious pick to me for him. But maybe yeah. And then Tusk. Everyone keeps picking Tusk, and I do not think Tusk is a good card. I just don't like him. Now I could take Axe to deny him Axe, and that would mean giving up Necro. And Necro's nice because he's a heal in black. Then deal damage to a unit equal to its missing health. I mean, Necro is a nice card, so maybe I shouldn't like be mean to him and steal Axe. But Axe also just scares me. Call is just a really scary ability, so I'm gonna take it. And he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But I don't care. Now now I get another pick. I'm gonna take Tinker, and I think they did change Tinker's ability. From Artifact 1. Deal 1 piercing damage to a unit and disarm it. Give it -2 armor for 2 rounds. So laser's a little different. 1 damage to a unit and disarm it. And you also give it -3 armor, -2 armor. And then March of the Machines is exactly the same. So Tinker didn't actually change. Question is, I mean, I pretty much have to take Wyvern here. I do have Axe, so I actually could go Ursa and Axe to get a little more beef on my board. Winter Wyvern, I know is pretty similar to Artifact 1, and I didn't like her in that one, which is an unpopular opinion, but I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just, for whatever reason, didn't like the card that much. And I think Ursa would be an easy swap for something here. I want to say Mirana, but I kind of want to play Mirana. But Axe is very good, and so is Ursa. What is Ursa's signature? Repeat 2 times. Caster strikes the unit, blocking it for 2 attack. Blocking it for 2 attack. But you do it twice, so it's 4 damage. That could be good with the black heroes. How does Shadow Fiend work? When an adjacent enemy dies? No, I'm gonna take Winter Wyvern because Shadow Fiend pairs well with Tinker, and that's pretty much my only line of logic here. I don't think we want Tinker on the flop. I think we do want Winter Wyvern. And this one I'm not sure about. Um, it's probably true that playing Mirana first is better because she has the movement ability. And Tinker's laser is only active on 3 anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. And so is Mirana's ability, but that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna play Wyvern mid. He's gonna put Bristle mid as well, I think. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. Oh, he put Tide mid. Interesting. So we're gonna get fucked by Bristle, and I think I would rather have Storm. I don't really know. I think I'd rather have Storm get screwed. That's interesting that he's not trying to kill my I just really don't want to be near his Bristle. It's a scary card. I guess he was valuing, I didn't even think about how, like, yeah, he probably wanted to protect Drow. More than anything. Path of the Cunning. The enemy tower is -1 armor per charge. When you play a non-item card, add 1 charge. So this is probably pretty good to just play right away in one of the lanes. It's going to be a lane we want to go wide in. So not Tide's lane, not Bristle's lane. It's going to be first lane, I think. I don't know how sound that logic is. But my thinking there is Bristle's going to make it really hard to have a presence in this lane. And then Tide, similarly is... Well, I mean, I don't know. He doesn't get his stun for 3 turns. And by nature of his ability, he doesn't necessarily have an advantage. But Tide just seems like he'll be stickier and be able to help units be a little stickier. So I'd rather play this card in first lane. Even though strictly by advantage, it's probably better to try to win mid. So as far as items go, I should probably look at what cards I have in my deck. We do have Cover of the Night, 3 of them. So yeah, that's pretty good. We only have 1 Slay. And a red, he's playing red and green, so that's going to be an issue. We have Murder Plot that we can use to kill a unit in that way. Trying to look at other bombs. Knives in the Dark, I don't know what that does. Give a unit -3 at battles its adjacent enemies. It's kind of like a bad call. Oh. But we can play it on an enemy unit. Interesting. And then, yeah. As far as items go, we do have Radiance. We might be able to build up some gold, so I think I'm going to upgrade here. Oh, why can't I? There we go. So Mirana can move up to range 5, so we probably want her in mid lane, and then after she does that, she gives her neighbors +2. He's probably gonna play this guy in first lane, I would imagine. So maybe I should just play into that, and we can play here to give Mirana lots of options.
We still have work to do.
And so we correctly predicted where he'd play. his Beastmaster, so that's not bad. It's probably let me see what we got. So stun an enemy, its allied neighbors strike it. That's pretty similar to how Winter's Curse worked in Artifact 1. I think it didn't have the stun before, but I'm not sure. Sacred Arrow, choose caster, deal 2 damage to a unit in any lane. +1 per lane traveled from the caster. So we could do up to 4 damage with that. Stun a hero and slay it if it's a creep. So that's actually pretty good. We should save that. When an ally dies, deal damage to the tower, and then when an ally dies, summon an Eidolon. I don't know why. I guess you only do that if it has charges. I'm going to play March of the Machines into lane 1 here.
It is foolishness to face me.
Because that kind of removes value from his Call of the Wild. But Storm's abilities, let's look at his cards. After you play a spell or enchantment, give him +1 attack. That's how it worked in Artifact 1. And then when he moves from a slot, summon Static Remnant, which is this guy who has Feeble, Reverse Trample.
You think I travel alone?
He dies after combat and then does 2 piercing damage to his enemies. He dies. Okay. This is not bad. Our Storm dies, but that's fine because we played Mirana here. We have initiative, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's really too bad. This guy, if you have a... He's investing a lot into this first lane. I guess so did I. I was gonna say, wow, we did a lot of damage to his towers, but in this mode, they start with 30, so not as much as I thought. I'm gonna get some gold here, so we have more options next round to buy some stuff. We probably, so we have Winter's Curse, and that doesn't do quite enough to kill Beastmaster, but we could also use our stun. I think I'm gonna just continue to invest in this first lane. Necro Mastery, how do we build charges when an adjacent enemy dies? So maybe we should have put it might be a good idea to put March of the Machines in this lane. He is gonna die though right now, so maybe that's not true. Ogre is good here. I think it's possible that we're just going to try to kill the Ancient in this lane. Oh, I completely forgot we were gonna do Winter's Curse onto Beastmaster. There's a lot to remember here. But we do this, we get the triple deploy. And we can also get... We have a lot of options for movement. So I think we want to move... We want to sack last lane, and we want to move... I'm going to move Shadow Fiend out of there. Because we have advantage. Like, we're doing pretty good here. This tower's already at 15 health. This one's at 14. Last lane we're kind of fucked, but Wow, look at that language. What could that be? So, the Orchid gives us +2 attack. Can silence an enemy. That might be good for first lane. So we can silence Beastmaster. I mean, in last lane, I don't think we're going to put anything there. So, let me buy the Orchid. Maybe that was a bad play. But we have to try to prevent lethal here. And we do have initiative, so...
Better luck next time.
we can actually just kill him straight out too with Winter's Curse. So maybe we should do that. Yeah, I think we do that. As unfortunate as it is to keep
You were outmatched from the beginning.
Drow alive here, I think it's more important that we kill the red card. Now Ty can stun, and he can't stun Shadow Fiend. So we're actually not doing bad in that respect. The Tyler Estate, whenever an opponent plays a card from this lane, burn one of their remaining mana. The mana burn abilities, I don't understand how to get value from. Because I'm not the brightest, so that it just seems like a very complicated way to, like, what you want to do is deal damage to their towers, right? So burning their mana seems like an ancillary effect. I don't quite understand how. Well, that's really lucky that we got rid of his red cards. Because that thing is strong. Why does that have so much attack? Oh, it doesn't. Just as a 6/6 by default. I think we do kill it with the Orchid. And if we want to, we now have the option to stun the Drow. But he has no mana, so...
Perfect.
Silence doesn't work on items, as far as I'm aware. I'm not even going to try that. And if we move the Wyvern, he's just going to stun us. So, I mean, it also doesn't get us lethal, only adds 3 attack. And Necro Mastery is also only gonna add nothing, no attack. So yeah, I don't think we
15 seconds remaining.
actually, you know what, we do this to Drow. It doesn't quite kill her, but it should get pretty close. And this is good, he didn't kill our tower in last lane. And we're pretty close to killing him.
You're no good to
We're
me.
actually going to do 5 damage right away. So that tower's only going to have 1 health. I don't think there's a way he can block that. Let's get gold, just in case we want to buy an item next round. He has no deploys either. So let's put Mirana there, and let's just try to force him to spend resources on the last lane. I think that's the best way to do it. Is if we disarm. Oh, he does have initiative though, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. But regardless, just putting Tinker here should force him to spend some stuff. And we don't have any super good targets that we want to laser in the other lanes anyway. So I think that's fine. Only issue is if he's somehow able to kill Marana and then also take care of the Tinker. But I don't think he can do both before I get a response.
No one is my equal.
Oh shit. We won. Did he forfeit? I don't know what happened. That's not bad. Yeah, draft is definitely more my game than constructed. But you know, they're both something I want to get better at constructed. So we're gonna look for a game. What was I saying before? Oh, I wanted to just make a Creevil deck. And by make a Creevil deck, what I mean is put all of the cards with the keyword Creevil into one deck and see what that looks like. But first, a word from our sponsor, Water Chug. I keep seeing the Creevil egg, so it just summons a random Creevil. Creevils are like slivers in Magic. The more you have of them, their abilities all kind of stack together. But they don't seem quite as crazy as slivers in Magic. It also seems like each color has two, and one of them has an ability that like an aura ability that affects all Creevils, and then the other one has just an ability related to the color. And then you've got this guy who is just a rat who fell on his head. So I guess, I mean, you don't want to put all of them in, right? Even though that's like the perfect number of cards to just put all of them in. This should be about 25. It's a little more. It's 27, right? Yeah. It's 27. The way to do it, it looks like, would probably be to... I mean, is it worth it just to make a stupid 4-color deck with all Creevils and see how that works? What heroes would go well with this? What do they have? They can get Cleave. I guess like 2 you'd want, what's it called? Mist? You'd want something like Mist. That seems pretty good. Just that alone. Just get tons of damage on the board, super wide. I mean, any board clear would demolish it. So you would make a green deck, right, where you give regeneration. Like Alter the Mad Moon. It's looking actually like you could make a pretty solid green Creevil deck. And I wonder if because I like this guy. Shuffle 3 random Creevils into your deck. I like that one a lot. So I wonder if you do green combined with this guy red, and you do like a green red Creevil deck. That seems not bad. Oh, and the black, giving them Pillager also seems insane. So what if we removed this one? This card is useless. I mean, not useless, but I don't want it. But what if we did something like this? This is 24 cards. It's about perfect. But we do have that black in there, which I don't know how to use exactly. Like having one black card seems real bad. And actually, there is one card that is black now that is also real bad. Is this like at all in any way good? Adding Rick's it's Oathbound, right? Yeah, adding Rick's Oathbound to the deck. Because he is black, you would have to play him in a lane with another card. But if we did him as our splash black, and then I don't know. What does Enchantress do? Does Enchantress she something that we'd want to use? So she used to give armor, but she doesn't anymore. That's unfortunate. Faravon, he could be pretty good, right? +1 to each ally in the lane is not a bad ability. It's like a +4 if you fill up the lane. We probably wouldn't do. Then we have things like Drow, which is probably I really like Drow. I think it's a very good card. Because I'm simple-minded, and I see +1 to all allies in all lanes. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And I like the silence too. I've heard that the silence now is weaker because the idea is since you're playing across 3 lanes at a time, you can only silence in one lane for the same reason that Annihilation is weaker, which I guess is true. I mean, it's pretty obviously true, but I don't know. Then you have Lycan, and so he gets a buff when your lane damage is 15 or more from creeps, which I think we could get up to with the Greevils. As maybe we can't. Yeah, maybe we can't. If the Greevils had their own damage buff, we could do it combined with Mist of Avernus. But since they don't, it would take like 4 passes of Mist to even get close to doing that. And that's a little bit too long. Tree is allies within range 2 have +2 armor. That would make our Greevils more survivable. But he also has these Roseleaf Druids, which actually that's not bad. These are kind of like Greevils without the keyword. More expensive, but they increase our mana. But as I'm saying that too, we don't have a ton of cards that really need a lot of mana. So I don't know. Really don't know. I think this guy's too good to not have, because he would help us clear out the lanes. Just trying to think of what would be a good second green card here. We have Sand King, which I've never used before. I don't really understand how he works. Let's see. Let's read. I'm just not completely skipping. So move up to range 5 and stun and deal 1 damage to new adjacent enemies. That's not bad because that can stun up to 3 people, which is pretty good. And then what's his signature? Give enemy units +3 to K. Randomize their combat targets, preferring units over the tower. What does preferring mean here? Does that just mean like if they have an option between the tower and a unit, they're gonna choose a unit? Or does it mean they choose a unit more often, but it's still possible to choose the tower? I would imagine, just for the sake of clarity, it's the former. It's that they have the option of a unit over a tower. They're just gonna choose a unit, but that doesn't that's not reflected in the part where it says randomizing their combat targets. Because really it should say we'll randomize it between, like maybe what this text means is it just randomizes it between any creep that's in front of him. In front of the units. I'm not sure. Regardless, not the greatest. So I'm thinking we want things that buff the entire lane. It's looking like that's just tree, lichen, or I guess what is it, Chen? Yeah, give allied heroes in all lanes +4 until death. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. We're not gonna have a ton of room though to use Holy Persuasion or re-steal a creep. But wow, his passive is actually really good. I had no idea that that was a thing. What does Omni do then? Yeah, this is not the card we want. If we did do it, we would do Chen. Actually doesn't seem bad. I mean, we have a ton of heal. This might be a little overkill. I think we try it though, just to see, because I'm not super impressed by Tree. And we're in a game. So I was just talking about how I've never played Sand King. And I don't want to try playing Imperia. So let's take Sand King. And we get another pick. We could go for Mirana again. I mean, really at this point we just want to pick a card that's quote unquote good, like value. And I like Rix, but maybe we want Darkseer. Choose the slot, deal 1 damage to enemies in the lane, and then pull them towards that slot. Give an ally +3 retaliate permanently. Darkseer seems pretty good, and I haven't played him since the update. I'm gonna take him. Maybe LPG is not happy with that, because I'm kind of kind of a dick. I'm counter drafting all these people. As far as what he's gonna pick here, I think he's thinking right now about picking Rix. Is like a fuck you, which should be fair. That's funny too. It says I'm opening packs. I think he's probably considering taking Rix here. But if I were him, I would take Timber. I mean, it's kind of like a... It's like trading queens in chess, right? If he took Rix, it would screw us both. He probably is not going to do that. Or he's just running out the clock now. Or he's like me and he's never played before and he's trying to figure it out. Look, he's got the same color scheme as me. Look at that. He's even a deformed banana. He takes Vanessa. Interesting. I'm gonna take Dragon Knight. Oh, I can't yet. It's like, damn, I really wish I took Rick so I can take Dragon Knight. Uh, he might actually be considering Chamoy. Chamoy's pretty good with the runic instigation ability, but you need cards to use that. So I think he's just gonna take Bristleback. This is unfortunate because it's a new pack after I take this, so I have to choose between Axe and Dragon Knight. And in line with my trying new cards motif, I'm gonna pick Dragon Knight, but it feels bad to leave Axe there. Then I get another pick. I love Pugna just because of the art. Looks fucking evil. Not a great card though. I've tried using him. I think I have a Pugna deck. Maybe I can show that after. But regardless, we're not taking him. Lady Ashley is very good, especially with rapid deploy. In draft especially, that's very good because you don't know what you're going to be running into, and it's always nice to have a hero that can just run into a lane and die. I think I like that over Ursa. I mean, this is just a better card than Ursa in this case. Fucking Drow. I do give him the Ursa, so maybe that was a bad choice. But we'll see. Is he really thinking about taking Pierpont? I don't think so. As fantastic as the card art is, don't think he was considering it. No, he takes Ursa. I do like Sven. It would be nice to have another red card. Farabon though is also a nice card. Oh, but this God's Strength becomes quite good, or not good, but interesting in after this new update because we can use it on any of our heroes. I'm gonna take that. Oh, I can't. It's still his turn. He might take Sven then. That's pretty unfortunate if he does, because I think I want him. I mean, the problem with blue is maybe I'm too stupid to play it, but the card seems so... yeah, he takes Sven. That's too bad. The card seems so hard to use. In this case, if we took Farabon, I think we would have to ask what we would swap out for him. Or we could go all green, which might actually be the route to go here. I'm trying to think. I don't think Dragon Knight he can do some damage, not a ton, but some. And yeah, Sand King doesn't. I'm trying to see right now if any of these cards directly strike their targets with their abilities, and they do not. With Darkseer, we want a card that can kind of tank damage a little bit. We don't really have that besides Darkseer himself. I think I actually take Farabon here, and so we would either so we either keep Farabon in and take Wraith King and do 5 green, which might be a good way to go. Wraith King is not a bad card. Or we take Phantom Lancer, which is a really good card. And also, he works by being blocked, which I'm trying to think if that works with Darkseer's Taunt. It kind of does, because we can give him Retaliate. That's actually not a bad combo. And I really don't want him to have it, so I'm gonna take the Phantom Lancer. He'll probably take Skywrath here. He could also take Keith and just do 5 red. Keith is not a bad card, at least in my opinion. He can tank damage, he taunts, and he also has quick cast on his card, so he gives you initiative, which is pretty good. I think I am going to run Phantom Lancer. I really kind of want to swap out Sand King, because I don't see the value in him. I mean, he has a stun, so that's valuable. But somebody is like pulling their hair out right now, like Sand King's so good. But I just don't see that. But I also don't really know what I'm talking about. I think I'm gonna do this, since I've kind of played with Faravon before, and I want to try the new cards. I could also swap out Lady Ashnu, but like I said, this card is just very good in draft, because you can just sack her into a lane that's not going well and have the ability to play cards there. And you can do that every turn. He heals. Just a good pick. It does take Skywrath, which does not surprise me. We're gonna put Phantom Lancer on the flop, as well as the Lady Ashnu. And I think I do it like this, just because Darkseer has more health than Dragonite, so it gives us more options to put him in any lane we want safely. And we can also use Ion Shell first turn, which would not be bad. Yeah, I think this is fine, as we don't particularly need to use Dragonite first turn. Only other question is, does Burrow Strike? No, they're both active on 3, so it's fine to keep him. Yeah, I don't know about the ordering of Dragonite versus Sand King, but I don't think it's a big deal. So who's he playing mid? Probably Sven. In which case, I'll probably play Sven mid, I would imagine. Let's just see what happens. I think he plays Sven mid. I'm not sure. Oh, I like his purple wings on Mo here. Very cool. He plays Ursa mid. Okay. I would have left Ursa to snipe a unit because he gives them minus armor. I think we play our Darkseer blind. And as far as this kind of deployment goes, I have no idea what like value is. Actually, that's not true. If he plays Fen here, we want to be away from our other units. Not that it particularly matters in this case, since he's dying anyway, but we actually probably want to try to keep his units away from mid, so maybe we try that. They're playing Sven in lane 1. Maybe he's not thinking about it as much as me. That just seems not great to me. We can play... What do we have for cards? So as far as things we would actually play, it'd be... We might get Dragon Tail. Oh my god, we got the Remusquire. I think we can play Ashnu mid. Just do damage. I mean, maybe that's just feeding him gold, which is not great. But wow, we actually got it. That's insane. Question is, if we play it here, are we in danger of having him kill it? And I don't actually know. It seems like it's probably pretty safe. We'll see what he plays right now. But Ashnu does this only work if an ally? Yeah, another ally. And the health is going to be applied. I don't know if this guy's going to get healed actually. I don't know if this guy is going to get healed. I don't think we'll get the buff on Ramus Choir. And then we don't have any heals outside of that, so I think we save this for next turn. And instead, we could play... This is probably pretty value, actually. Because it's going to heal... It's going to heal this creep. And then we also get our boys in here. Maybe that's a misplay. The other option would have been to play Blitz or Lucian and swap our man into the first slot here, which also would have been fine. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was like maybe we should save these for later in the game, but we do have 2 of them, so I don't think it matters. If we only had 1, the math there is a little different. But since we have 2, and why not use 1? Yeah, I mean I don't know. Let's look at what cards he has in his deck. So as far as like real scary cards, he does have Annihilation. I don't think Incarnation's ever going to come into play. He passed. We have Initiative. Do we need Initiative for anything? No, not really. So let's just play our Courier. So he got kind of screwed on as far as his cards go. He has 1 Stonehall Elite. Thunderstorm is a little bad. He has a lot of lane clear, which is unfortunate for the type of deck we have. But he doesn't have a ton of ways to do damage. He is going to get a lot of gold, so we should be aware of that. He might be able to get Dagon, which is just kind of more lane clear, so that doesn't add much value. The Vester's scary if he's able to get that. Sheep Stick, I don't know what Hex does. Yeah, maybe we'll end up seeing that. I'm not sure. As far as we go, did we want to... Horn could win us the game. So I think we actually do try to build our way up to that. I mean, I like Horn. In this case, I think we bounce out. I think it's worth it to bounce out. Is that true? Or do we save the Darkseer? Yeah, maybe we... I mean, he's killing a lot of our heroes here. This is just kind of not great for us, regardless of what we do. I think we do that, though, because it gives us more options next turn. He plays Vanessa, so he can reduce the cost of cards in his hand. And then she also has the ability to I didn't actually know about her equipment. That's what I was reading there. Know about her equipment ability. But what I was going to say is her signature also can steal a card from us. But that's not a big deal right now. So interesting. He plays a strength potion. I guess he's planning to play another one because his character still dies here. And I think I play Rebel Decoy to save the Sand Man. Excuse me. And that's good too, because then we can still play Heroic Resolve on Darkseer if we want to. But I think I do that. It is going to force us into a choice, kind of, whether or not we save Sand King or Darkseer. But that's fine. It's actually probably better to save Darkseer. Yeah, I think so. And the reason is it's because we don't have a ton of red cards. But maybe we do want, I mean, we're not really doing much in this lane, are we? Neither is he. Could do more in it though, right? We're doing pretty well in mid lane. Does save. Yeah, so this is now definitely what we do. We at least want to trade with this guy. It's unfortunate that Sand King is going to die, but we didn't lose too much value on Rebel Decoy because he's still up, ready to be used next turn. He will die, probably, next turn, but, you know, it's you win some, you lose some. Let's see what else is happening. I don't know what he's thinking about right now. I mean, the thing with this game now is a lot of the cards are so cheap, it's hard to even tell what they're thinking about playing, because you can almost at any given time play more than half your deck. So, like, he could really be playing anything right now, and I'm not sure I know how exactly to predict that. He uses Vanessa's ability to make cards in his hand cheaper. Maybe he has a more expensive one he wanted to play and didn't get, possibly something like Thunderstorm. But we'll never really know. We're not getting value out of our Phantom Lancer right now, so we should try to get value out of our Phantom Lancer. And we want to try to build up to 40 gold for the horn. So I think this is fine. We're not doing awful. We still have 30 health in 2 lanes. And Dragon Knight is ready to become a dragon. So we definitely play him into first lane. I think it's possible he plays Skywrath into the last lane, but I actually don't think he's going to. I think he's going to play Skywrath into mid. So we can try to snipe that a little bit. He's probably going to play Skywrath here if he does, so maybe we should have played on the end. And also, it's not a great idea to go near Ursa in case he does have a card to change Ursa's target into our Lady Ashnu, like Compel, or Ventriloquy. Yeah, so we probably should have played Lady Ashnu here, actually. I think he's thinking about whether he wants to even go for the deployment into last lane. If I were him, I wouldn't do it because there's not a ton that he can actually play there. Most of his blue cards are just good for clearing lanes, not really good for doing damage with them. He really got screwed with his deck here. He doesn't have a lot of good ways to win. He does go for the deploy into last lane, but I think that's a bad idea. Unless I'm missing something. I think he probably thought I might have tried to go last lane. Yeah, I mean, it's just too bad for him. I think we play Remusquire here. Especially if he tries to kill our Ashnu. Let's see. Oh shit, I didn't even see that he had that card. I didn't even know that card existed. Wow, that's incredible. Play one of your heroes at random from the fountain in the first empty slot. If we got our... Oh no, it costs 5. I was gonna say if we got lucky and got our Sand King, we could Burrow Strike over. But that costs mana and we don't have mana. So instead we should counter his attack with our own attack. And to do that,
15 seconds remaining.
we should play Remusquire here. Unfortunate because he is going to play Sven now in mid lane, but at least that's predictable. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to play Sven into mid lane. I guess I don't know, but it would seem that's a good way to get rid of this card. Maybe actually we should have played it here. The reason I played it here was because I figure we can try to get some heals out of Lady Ashnu. But it might be true that it was... I mean, it's definitely safer to play, I think. No, that's not true. I was going to say it's safer to play into lane 1. But I think kind of regardless of what lane we played in, it's going to... that doesn't matter. It's going to... I'm gonna swap over with the Rebel Decoy. And I was saying is whatever lane we played in kind of forces him to play Sven into that lane. So I think he will do that, but we'll see. Do we have yeah, we do have Divine Intervention.
Let me help.
And Home Field Arm the Rebellion. We don't have this gives us cleave, so we should kill that. And I was gonna say we don't have whatever the one that heals our creeps is. I think we're actually in a good spot though. I mean, as scary as this guy is, he's not doing much. Now's the time where we would think about actually stealing it. I think we do that. That kind of screws him. He doesn't have a lot. He's not going to want to play more cards into the last lane here. And the question is, do we put the Darkseer or the Sand King in? And that one I'm not sure about. I think probably Darkseer, so that we can taunt as well, if we have to. And then we put Sand King. Sand King stuns his enemies. So can move up to range 5, so 1, 2, 5. Yeah, I think it's good to play him here.
You should have run.
So let's see what he does. He might kill Darkseer right away. I think he's also going to try to do something to kill the Musquire. It might actually be worth it to just kill Lady Ashnu here. Because that'll give us, not lethal, but close to it on the tower. And since he has quite a large presence in the third lane here, might be worth it to zoom Sand King over. But his Sven, I mean, does he have any cards like, yeah, he can use Overpower on Sven. That would be pretty bad if he has that. He just passes. That's too bad. I think he wants to see what I play. So I'm just going to show him my hand.
I come prepared.
And let's see if he has a response. He's not going to want to annihilate here. He could play Mystic Flare if he has it, but it wouldn't do enough. I thought it does 12 damage, but they changed the way that card works. So, doesn't have a lot of good responses here. Yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna steal the creep right away. And we're going to get, it's gonna be a 3/3. I'm gonna move it away from the, I mean, we can just kill it, right? Is that worth it to just kill it? No, probably not actually. Probably instead worth it to there.
Be clean and swift.
And let's see how he responds to that. Can we get lethal in mid lane? No. Not in any obvious way. I mean, yeah, not in any obvious way. We could kill the Lady Ashnu, but that would be a net 0 as far as damage goes. This guy, you have a blue hero, deal 2 damage to blocking him. Okay, I'm not sure why he didn't play it into lane 1 here, since that would have killed this unit. But maybe he was just panic playing that card. It's unfortunate for him too that timer kept running down after he played the card. That should have reset. You can actually play this on the Darkseer, but I don't think we need to. His ability also doesn't do much here for us. +3 retaliate would kill the bristle, so it would also kill us.
15 seconds remaining.
But I think that's fine. We want to get out of this lane. That also buffs whatever this card is, so that's good. We kill both of these units, and we get we make this guy bigger, survivable. We could save our Darkseer too, but I really don't think we want to. Want to be able to deploy him into one of these lanes. What just happened there? Okay. Choose a unit, it taunts, then each unit pointing at it strikes it for 1 damage. So he made this unit taunt. We can stun one of his guys. We could kill his Sven. That's actually probably worth it. So that we're gonna do tons of damage in first lane next turn. We can zoom our man over. What? I was just about to say it's really too bad that our Darkseer isn't dying, but now he is. So that's pretty good. So does Ursa not give minus armor? Oh, I was gonna. Yeah. Just gonna say, does Ursa not give minus armor anymore? But he does. I don't think there's any way that we're building up to get the horn anymore, so it's fine there just to collect the gold, and maybe we can get a useful item next turn. I didn't realize too that he was actually going to kill our man. Question is, can he prevent lethal in mid lane? I think the answer is no. But let's see what he does. He doesn't have any blue cards here. He's probably thinking about like annihilating or something in lane 1. Yep. That's what I would do. But alright, so this is interesting. No, it's not. I was gonna say I can kill Lady Ashley so that we can deploy her in lane 1 next turn, and then actually, yeah, this is fine. We can.
15 seconds remaining.
Okay, so we don't need to do anything. We can just pass. We're taking 5 damage to the tower, so maybe we should just make one of our unit taunts. One of our units taunt Lady Ashnu. Okay, so now that we're not doing lethal to the tower, it's a good time to do that. And how do we do that? We can not do much. Is it possible at all to do that? Yes, we can. We can kill Lady Ashnu, but that feels really bad. I think we have to do it though.
15 seconds.
I think we have to do it. Maybe that's wrong, but now we do lethal, and I think that's fine. We can zoom our sand guy over next turn. Actually, we could zoom him over now and then Lancer Illusion. Yeah, let's do that. So let's Burrow Strike over, and then we'll Lancer Illusion into this empty slot with Darkseer. Or illusion confusion. Oh, we can't. Oh, I misplayed that. That's fine. We can't lose. We got backups on backups on backups. I'm pretty sure we pretty confidently win this. And he's gonna double deploy lane 1. But I still don't think that it's going to do much. There's the horn. We're 5 gold off unfortunately. And I mean the real way to play this is probably to prevent lethal in last lane. But I'm just gonna deploy in lane 1 here and hope for the best. Hope we get something good. There's no way he doesn't double deploy here, right? He's just thinking about where to put them. I put Lady Ashnu here because I wanted to spread out my eras as much as possible. Guess he doesn't have call, so that doesn't matter too much. But for a character like Sven, he would be smartest to play Sven here. Not just because I played Lady Ashnu here, but because 2 out of the 3 slots, playing Sven here, it's both of them. I guess that's also true for playing Sven here. But yeah, no, he sees that. 1920 damage to the Sand King. That's insane. 20 fucking damage. The lights just went out. Time for bed. Adjacent enemies are rooted and have +4 decay. Okay. It's not a big deal. He's waiting to play something, I think. Because he knows we're going to blink over one of our red heroes. I mean, that hero has to be the Darkseer. And I don't see a reason not to do that right away. So let's do that right away. And we put him here so that he's not getting attacked by Sven. And we also present lethal to his tower. So he has to respond to this. No passing shenanigans or anything like that. And in mid lane we're fine, not much is going on. And then last lane, the thing is he also, I mean, he can prevent lethal here, maybe, but even if he does, he has to do something to do damage in the last lane, and he has nothing to do that. So we just win, and GG. He really got screwed. I mean, he didn't get any red cards to play there. It's really unfortunate. Whoa, Herald 4. Very cool. Okay, so I think I'm gonna play one more game. And we were making this stupid Gravel deck last time we were waiting for a game. I'm gonna have some more water. We're making this stupid Gravel deck. It is very stupid, but I think it might actually be good. It's hard to say. We need 2 red heroes to add. And we want the heroes to be we want the heroes to have some effect on the board. Preferably our units that just go all in on the buff unit idea. But red doesn't really do that, I think, at all. At least not the heroes. So we have Beastmaster, but we really don't need more creeps. I guess we don't really have a lot of board clear, which might be nice to have. The Grievals do have Pillager if we get the black ones, and then they also have Cleave to clear out the board. We get the red one, but we might want non-combatant clear, and that would come in the form of, or at least like control. That which would come in the form of things like Tidehunter and Bristleback a little bit, Keef tiny bit, really. Actually, that's true. Something else to consider is this deck does not have high damage board clear, like single target removal, which maybe it's better to put an actual black hero like PA or something in this splash slot. But I like I like Rick's Oathbound too much to do that. We're keeping a Phantom Lancer, but not. I don't want cards that add even more creeps to the board, so I don't like Phantom Lancer here. But Timbersaw a little bit, right? Because he does 1 damage to each enemy he passes, but he doesn't have that like big target removal that I was talking about. Yeah, Legion could be nice. Since we are drafting 2 red heroes, we can actually do both. So we could get, like, say, Axe is not bad either, actually. Axe is really good. We did like Axe and Tidehunter. So that's a pretty nice combo. Deal 2 damage to a unit and give it -2 armor. Bad card. I mean, not a terrible card, but if it were reversed, it'd be an amazing card. That's actually a pretty good card. -2 armor. It's nothing to scoff at. But he has a stun. Pretty good. When you play a non-item card, Tidehunter strikes its adjacent enemies for +1 attack. Gives them -1 attack. That's really good. I like Tide. Let's put Tide in. And I'm thinking Axe, but maybe there's like a different kind of card we could put in. To me it's really either Axe or Legion Commander, or like single target removal. It's Legion. Problem is duel we can't really use on any of our other heroes. In that sense, it's probably Axe. What's Axe's signature card? Slay a damaged enemy with 3 or less health and stun. So it gives Axe like double single target removal. Pretty good. This curve. Oh my god, this is the stupidest deck. I mean, let's just put him in. We have 39 cards. We can fit 1 more or something. Or cut down on something that we have. Like Altar we probably don't need 3 of. since the Grievals heal our units and Chen heals our units. We're in a game. We played Dragon Knight last turn. I was just about to say I wanted to try Death Prophet, but it was usurped. And I like Luna. We're gonna get screwed with going blue. I could try Mazzy. I have played Mazzy, but I think actually only in the demo, the card demo. I lost the word. I feel like if we go blue, we're gonna get screwed. Let's try red. We get another pick. We could go Pugna. I mean, I like Pugna just because of the art. He's not a great card. But in draft, I mean, I've never played him in draft. I haven't really played a lot of draft at all. So maybe he's better in draft. The thing is, this is what my friend told me. If, you know, any lane you play Pugna in, the way to counter that is to just not play into Pugna's lane. I mean, we're definitely going to lose if we take Pugna. Ain't too much fun to pass up though, right? I'll take the axe. Another he's a card for another day. I was gonna say, if this guy takes the Pugna, props to him, because that's crazy. Am I just gonna draft another red-green deck here? Is this gonna be the third? What did I draft the first game? I can't remember. I think I drafted... I can't remember. And Underlord gives us movement we don't really have. Sorla is nice, but in theme of playing cards that I haven't really played yet, I'm gonna take Underlord. Oh, the troll! Oh, and we get it. Nice. Troll I haven't played before, but I've heard is very good. I'm saying that about a lot of the cards. You can build up a lot of damage with him. I'm gonna come back and read this in a moment because it's our pick. Tusk. Everyone knows my stance on. Do not like. I have an irrational hatred for this card. I would pick Faravon. Get another pick. Our last pick. Do we want to put Abaddon, Badin, Abaddalonian in versus Faravon? The answer is no. Darkseer is nice. We didn't end up using him, but I like his art ability. Let's take him just in case we decide to. I want to read Troll real quick. When he strikes a new target, set charges to 1. Whenever he strikes that target again, add a charge. So you want him to keep hitting the same target, and you remove all the charges when he dies. He does +1 damage each charge he has. Look at that card. Look at his eyes. Oh my god. So this guy, we want to buff him. I think we probably have him in the right spot actually. We definitely put Faravon the flop. And Mazzy and Axe are also nice. We could play Underlord. I mean, maybe Underlord instead of Mazzy. And do we play Darkseer? No, I want to try these cards. I haven't gotten to play Axe yet since the update, I think. Can't remember. I played him in the puzzles. That's why it's hard to remember if I've played them in actual games or not. Regardless, I want to play him now. So let's do it like this and see how this goes for us. I don't know what Death Prophet does. I can't see right now, but we'll be able to see in a moment. Block gain +2 regeneration, so we don't want to block her. And then, oh yeah, she has this crazy card at 8 mana. So we want to try to end the game fast if possible. Who's he playing mid? I think he plays Lady Ashnu mid. Let's do that. Yeah, I mean I correctly called where he was gonna play her. I didn't actually want to kill her. But I think we did good there. Then in the blind. Oh, wait a sec. That text is wrong. I guess in blind we play. I don't know. And she gets. He thinks I'm gonna play into her, but I'm not. Wait, she gets regeneration and deal 2 damage on round start. It'd be fine to put Axe there. But she gets the regeneration, so we wouldn't kill her. I don't think I put Axe top of her. We just let her kill this unit, and we hope that we can. Okay, lots of cards. So we get all of Mazzy's item cards, which it tells you. Does it tell you what they do? This armor unit. Yeah, so it tells you what they do. That one gives you +2 attack. This one gives you +2 armor. We can play Smeevil. Every one of you dies. Oh, deals physical damage. I think we play Mist. One of our lanes. And I think we play that in mid lane. It's because we want to win mid. So putting value there is not a bad thing. Play into it. Yeah, I'll play into it. play into the Death Prophet. I don't think that's a good idea. I like the suggestions though. Keep them coming. He hasn't played any cards, he just played his courier. He's got a crazy icon here. And we should actually be concerned about this Shadow Fiend. So I didn't even look at what cards we have. The Captured Thunderhide is nice. And I'm not seeing any other bombs. I mean, it's nice to have the Mists of Avernus. Corrosive Mist kind of sucks in this case. Yeah. We have Mjolnir. An equipped unit strikes a unit and it survives. Okay, so that one's pretty nuts. I don't know. That just seems... We're going to chalk that up to doing a lot of damage. I'm going to take the Demagicking Maul so that we have extra ability to do damage. It's unfortunate that... So how does his ability work? Strikes his combat target for 1 attack. Is that at round start? When is that? Yeah, it is. We can kill his Shadow Fiend. It's probably a good idea to do. Unfortunately, that's not going to build charges on that's not gonna build charges on Troll, but it's worth it to not let Shadow Fiend build up charges. Excuse me. This is like begging for a call. His regeneration only gets applied after combat, right? I wish we could see. Unit heals this amount during the combat phase. Yeah, during the combat phase. So we could call it, and he would be left with. We would die. Okay, let me think about that. We could put prototype shield on. I'm gonna put prototype weapon on the troll. And then I think I'm gonna put prototype shield on to axe. Heal damage equal. Heal damage to each unit pointing at equipped hero equal to the number of charges. And after battling a unit, charge to a max of 4. That's really good on axe. Yeah, that's fantastic on axe. I can't use call even though it's flashing. And then we can do this and just kind of screw his courier. Does that work? Is this a tower? I don't think this actually works, but yeah, it doesn't. I thought it wouldn't, but it was worth a shot. Do we need the cloak for anyone? Not particularly. Put it on axe. Just make axe insane. I think we do that. I didn't see any arts in particular that we want to save up for. And then I think we continue to apply pressure. We have enough units to play first lane that I'm not too worried about it. I think we want to continue to apply pressure mid. I also think that we should kill this unit. So there I thought about going mid, but it's worth it more in my opinion to kill Musk Blessing. Or the Musk Fire. So we're gonna do that. And next turn we can play the Captured Thunderhide. Just kill his Shadow Fiend. So that's pretty good. We are going to... I think we're going to call...
I'll die for my people.
Deal damage to... Yeah. I think we're going to call everyone here. Let's do that. Just get rid of this Death Prophet. I don't like her.
This battlefield belongs to Axe.
And he can kill me now, but that's not a big deal. Now, why did we lose all that attack? That must have been something to do with Death Prophet's ability. But I didn't read. So that's too bad. Damn, I should have played this card first. It's too bad. I'm saying that's too bad a lot. There's no way for us to kill the Musk Wire. I think we put the cloak on axe. It is not good that we have 2 red heroes in this lane.
No more running.
And that is really bad. I think we bite the, yeah, I think we bite the bullet and play a card there. Yeah, we screwed ourselves in mid lane here. We're letting him do so much damage. He's just stacking it on. I don't know what exactly we can. Well, I say that. I'm gonna move your lord here, and he will survive. And next turn, we can play the Thunderhide into here, and I think that'll be fine. We're gonna play the Evil there and just start chipping away at the Musk Choir. Okay. Not the greatest, but we're not out of the game yet.
Resources are meant to be shared.
And let's get some gold. And then we have to play Troll into here. We are going to take some damage, unfortunately. But I think it's worth it to kind of clear out his board a little bit. We're not doing bad here. He wants to kill my troll, and I don't think that's an issue. Yeah, I think we just play this card here. It will kill it. It's too bad. No, we actually play it top of troll. Does this work? It doesn't. Okay, we're really dumb. Say, uh-oh. So it's, I guess because we got rid of our red hero there, it killed our it didn't trigger this guy's play effect, which is too bad. Keep saying that. But it just sucks, man. I think this is good to have. Make him even scarier. And I think he knows I want to play here. He's definitely gonna play something to block me there. I'm trying to think if maybe it would be better to play here. And I think it would be. Because I think we lose in this lane kind of no matter what we do. And I think he knows that too. So hopefully he just tries to overcommit into lane 1. And now we have our response for him. But I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. So he outplayed us. I have no idea how this character works. Oh, she just does 2 damage. And she keeps the regeneration even though she's not blocked anymore. Why is this tower taking 3? Oh. They changed bitter enemies. Okay. Enchanted unit deals 1 damage to itself. Unfortunate. Is that after combat? Scheme. Scheme is... I forget when Scheme activates. I think it's like... It has something to do with units battling or something like that. Regardless, let's play the Prowler Vanguard here so that we don't die whenever that damage does activate. We could call here. It would be fine. Yeah, maybe we should do that. I think we want to wait to see if he actually plays a unit here. And then we call. But it's not a bad idea to call there. And then we can also play this Aura. I don't really... I mean, it doesn't... It just makes the Baravan even bigger, which is good, but it's not the greatest thing in the world. Let's see what he does. Plays phase boots on her. Okay, that doesn't... I don't care. I think he's trying to stall. I think he does want to play a unit here, but he's trying to see if I call first. Yeah, I'm not going to. Okay. That sucks. That's a really good combo. That really sucks. So let's call.
No one is stronger than Axe.
And then we can play this, and we'll be doing 9 damage to the tower. So that's not awful. Not the greatest. Definitely not awful. The thing is too, we can prevent him from killing our ancient in this lane. I think we have a good chance of winning. I mean, at the very least, not losing immediately. But we'll see what happens. Because he does quite a bit of damage. Only has 1 deploy. I think I'm almost certainly deploying 2 cards mid. The phase boots would be useful. I think the barbed mail is going to be even more. And the Grieval egg is just funny. We could Dark Rift our cards over. Is there any reason to do that? Not really. Let's do it like this. We just have to prevent him from killing the tower here. And I forgot actually that the thing is, we'll win in 3 turns regardless. If we do end up doing damage, we'll win even faster. We can battle trance here, and it won't kill the... Actually, it will kill Death Prophet if we put the armor on. Let's see what he does though. Okay, so he knew that that was a possibility. Let's present lethal on this tower here. And we'll see how he responds to that.
Let the sound of thunder mark my arrival.
Interesting. I don't know what he's planning to do here. to like why he's playing directly in front of the troll. I think we should summon a Creevil here and see what he plays. Because we can just zip our guys out. Okay, he's coming back. I see. That was a mistake on his part. Big time. Because this guy has Feeble. So that's really good. I think that was a huge mistake on his part. And play this guy here. Just to taunt everybody. And we're gonna win next round, most likely. Oh, he does a Ball Lightning again. I'm dumb. But it's not a big deal. Trying to think if it's worth it to taunt here. It's not really, but it does kill this unit, so I don't think that's a bad thing. And we can also disarm. Disarm each unit pointing at him. So we should read our cards because that's fantastic. This turn, he has no mana. Let's see what he does. You can easily see that we can disarm all of his units here. He has initiative, so there's no reason not to do this. And we're doing pretty good. We've kind of stabilized mid lane here. We have Underlord to get everybody out if we really need to. But we don't need to. And we also are going to get a Blink Scroll to be able to move Axe out next turn. I think we still won't do it because we don't want him to be able to win last lane, which he's going to try to do. That is interesting. Okay. I guess he just really wanted to kill the troll. Makes sense. And he does get the buff from Lady Ashnu dying. But I think we're fine. We have 21 gold, so I can upgrade. And a Warhorn here is probably really good. We just can't die in mid lane. So what does her signature do? +3 regeneration, deal 12 damage evenly divided amongst adjacent enemies in their tower. So we want to put Mazzy here just to suck up any of that damage, if there is any. And it might be worth it just to immediately bring Axe over. Is there any way for him to... He has phase boots. Looks like a Warhorn. Oh, it doesn't actually tell me. This is just a tracker of what cards he's played. So I don't actually know what... It's a tier 1 item though, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm looking to see if he has any like huge green cards he could play to kill our lane. Looks like he doesn't. So, oh, he does have Thunderhide. But we might lose if we don't move Axe over, so I'm gonna do that. As we win next turn, or we at the very least tie next turn, if he can't kill me in last lane here, or in mid lane here. We're not doing bad. Pretty good. And we did draw Culling Blade. So that we could use on Wraith King, but I don't think it actually slays him. It's probably worth it to bounce the Warhorn off of... Oh, those are phase boots. Never mind. I was gonna say it's probably worth it to bounce the Warhorn. Let's see what card he plays, if any. Can he really win in first lane? Or is he baiting me to... It just gives him +4 siege. Why did he do that? Okay. So, I mean, he knows I have Underlord. Does he think I'm going to... I wonder if he thinks I'm going to overcommit and bring all of my guys over to lane 1. Or maybe he's just not thinking at all. That only works with Storm Spirit guy. Okay. So I just need to do 4 damage in this lane to win. He has no mana. We're pretty safe. If I call and then play Warhorn, that's it. Oh wait, no. That doesn't kill it. Oh, I'm so dumb. I should have played Warhorn first. Okay. I did my math a little wrong there. Fuck. We can... do we have any taunts? Oh. Bounce all items from a caster and the enemy blocking it. So if we do this... and then you throw down... Okay, so we almost lost there, but... we're fine. We just barely won.
I'll do what I can to help.
Yeah. Just by hair. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I don't know how scheme works. So scheme is triggers every time you pass. I see. Oh, okay, we still lost. Well, we tried. What a stupid way to lose. Oh my god. Man, that really sucks. Alright, well, I'm not going to forget that now. Scheme triggers every time you pass. So, he just got Buku Siege. Damn, that's too bad. All the way down to Herald 3. R.I.P. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. I'll open the packs.
Long ago, the Oblodi capital was a shining beacon of art and philosophy.
Whoa, 2 bolts.
Tarnsman.
Does, can you get duplicates?
Magic can be more fragile than people think.
I don't know if you can get duplicates. I would think that you can't. If you can, that'd be pretty stupid. I mean, not that it matters right now. But I don't know. Maybe at some point they'll implement cards mattering again. Anyway, goodbye.